friends, so in today's video we are going to upcycle these fall pie signs from Dollar Tree. Just turning them over, it's a blank canvas just like you see there. Now I have two of them. I'm going to use some Mod Podge just like you see there. And this is an old book that had gotten some water damage a few years ago when my basement flooded. It's The Miraculous Journey of Edward Tulane. It is my favorite story in the whole world. I did replace the book. My daughter bought it for me as a gift. But the one that got damaged, I'm just going to tear out the pages. No rhyme or reason to it. I'm just going to tear out the pages and Mod Podge them to the back of that pie sign. And I'm going to do the same thing on both signs. There's no rhyme or reason, guys. I just tore them out to fit the back of the pie sign. And you can always take one of your sanding blocks around the edges to make some of the edges fit better if you'd like. But we have both of them done. Just tearing out old pages from a damaged book and just Mod Podging them onto the backs of those Dollar Tree pie signs. So I had a couple of picks from Hobby Lobby, just a couple of fall picks, and I took the leaves off and then I just peeled the plastic off the back of the picks. And now they're just flat, and I'm just going to take some tacky glue. I'm just using my finger. I put it all over the back of the leaf, and then I placed it right there in the middle of our pie sign. Now we have them both done, and that was just 2 leaves from one fall pick from Hobby Lobby. And I just love how this is turning out, guys. I just really wanted to create something different. So I got some of these Scrabble letters. Now, when you go to Goodwill or your thrift stores or flea markets, make sure that you look for games that have wooden pieces, because those wooden pieces, there is so many decor ideas that you can use old wooden game pieces with. Just again, whenever you go to Goodwill or the thrift store, look for some old games with some nice wooden pieces. There's just so many things you can do with them. So these are just the letters from an old Scrabble game, and I'm just going to put them onto our sign here. I did use a ruler to make sure I got them all nice and straight, and I did the same with both of them. So I wanted to tie them in because the tops of the pie signs were different, okay? One of the pie signs came from 2 years ago and the other one came from this year. So the tops of them are a little different. Now I could have painted them, so you can always paint them. You don't have to use ribbon. But at first I wanted to use that burgundy orange ribbon, but it was a Dollar Tree ribbon and the hot glue showed through. So I went back and I took it off and I just put on this thicker ribbon there from Hobby Lobby. And now I tied them both in together. And I just hot glued the ribbon on, friends. And that is how it turned out, guys. I did add a little double shoestring bow. If you've been following my channel, I love making those little twine shoestring bows. They're not hard to make. And I just added some ribbon to the tops and the bottoms of the sign. And we just tied them in together, and we created these signs, guys, just by using the pages of an old damaged book, Mod Podging them onto the back, using a fall pick from Hobby Lobby, and just using some old Scrabble pieces and some twine, and look at how precious they are. I love that. I hope you guys do too. So moving on, I had gotten a bunch of dried lavender from Amazon, and you get a pack of them. It's $10. I got 2. I'm just going to take them and tie them into little bundles of 3, just like you see there. I cut them to make sure they were all the same height, and I just placed them inside of a little basket here. I put some cloth inside the basket. That's just an old curtain. I just put it inside the basket, and I just put in our bundles of lavender, a couple of pumpkins from Hobby Lobby, a faux candle, and look how pretty that turned out. And last but not least, friends, this is just a bread bowl from Hobby Lobby. I took some pumpkins from Hobby Lobby. They had been picks. I just pulled the picks out. I had a bunch of greenery I put inside of the bread bowl. I placed an old candle ring on top. I placed one of the pumpkins inside the candle ring, and I put in the other pumpkins with a candle and some pine cones, and how precious was that? And of course, I added in the twinkle lights. And now we have Gracie and Puka. Just want to say hello to you guys. So I really hope that you guys like today's video, just giving you some ideas how to upcycle those pie signs from Dollar Tree and how to create some really inexpensive fall decor. So thank you guys so much for being here. I would love for you to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, friends, stay safe and take care.